This video is for educational overview only. Viewers are encouraged to study the topic in detail and continue their academic learning alongside this video. Thanks.
Invisible war happening all around us, right now. It's a super high-stakes battle being fought across our digital world. And the weapon of choice? Well, it's something truly revolutionary, artificial intelligence.
So let me just throw this out there. What if the people breaking into your digital life were actually the exact same ones protecting it? Sounds kind of weird, right? But it's not a paradox. It's actually the whole foundation of what we call ethical hacking. All right, so here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the players, the heroes versus the villains. Then we'll get into their playbook. After that, we'll dive into how AI is a superpower for the good guys, but also a terrifying new weapon for the bad guys. And we'll wrap up by looking at the future of AI versus AI and asking, where do we humans even fit in?
Okay, so let's start with the basics. The word hacker gets thrown around all the time, right? But here's the thing. Not all hackers are the same, not even close. On this digital battlefield, what really matters is intent.
First up, you've got the good guys. These are your white hat hackers. Think of them like digital security guards, or maybe even professional locksmiths that a company hires to test its own locks. They get explicit permission to find and fix weaknesses before the criminals can find them. They operate completely legally, all to make us safer.
And then, of course, you have the other side of the coin, the black hat hackers. These are the adversaries. Their motives are pretty simple: money, sabotage, or sometimes just pure chaos. If the white hats are the locksmiths, these guys are the digital bank robbers. They're the ones breaking the rules and causing real harm.
This table lays it all out pretty clearly. You see the white hats, all about defense. The black hats, all about personal gain. And then you have this interesting middle ground, the gray hats. They're often just curious, but they don't have permission. But here's the most important column right here, authorization. The real difference isn't about skill level. It's about that formal, legal agreement to actually test a system. That's the line in the sand.
So how do these ethical hackers actually find the flaws? I mean, it's not just random guessing, right? No way. It's a super systematic process. It's all about learning to think, act, and move exactly like a real-world attacker would.
And this is that process. It's called penetration testing, or a pen test. It has 5 basic phases. You start with reconnaissance. That's basically doing your homework, gathering intel. Then you move to scanning, looking for any open doors or windows. Third, you try to gain access, the actual break-in. But it doesn't stop there. Fourth is maintaining access, to see if an attacker could stick around without being noticed. And finally, covering tracks, to see if they can erase their footprints. Every single step is designed to mimic a real attack, putting the defenses under serious pressure.
Now, for the longest time, that whole 5-step process was totally manual. It was all about human brainpower. But that is changing, and fast. Let's talk about how AI has become an absolute game changer for the good guys.
So, the problem with the old way of doing things is what we call the human bottleneck. I mean, think about it. There just aren't enough skilled experts to go around. The ones who are out there are super expensive, and a person can only work so fast, right? These manual tests can take weeks, even months, all while the bad guys are working around the clock.
And this is where AI just blows the doors off the old way. We're talking about incredible speed and scale. An AI can scan thousands of systems in the time it takes a human to check just one. It works 24/7, continuously. It never gets tired, it never has a bad day, it's totally consistent. And, maybe best of all, it makes top-tier security affordable for companies that could never have paid for it before. It's a total game changer.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? Here's the twist. This incredible superpower we just talked about for the defenders, well, it's not some exclusive club. The exact same tool is now being picked up and used as a weapon by the attackers.
This is the classic double-edged sword of AI. It's so important to get this. Every single thing that makes AI amazing for security is also available to the bad guys. And you could argue it's even more powerful in their hands.
And just look at this. It's almost a mirror image of the benefits we just saw for the defenders. AI lowers the technical skill needed, meaning you don't have to be a genius to launch a serious attack anymore. It automates all the boring work, like finding victims. It lets them launch attacks on a massive, massive scale. And maybe the scariest part? It helps their malware adapt to our defenses in real time.
And look, this isn't just some sci-fi fantasy. Just imagine this for a second.
In the very near future, someone with just basic coding skills could use a public AI like Claude to build and then sell really nasty ransomware. We're talking about AI making high-level cybercrime available to almost anyone. It's like putting the kind of tools that only governments used to have into the hands of petty criminals.
So where does this all lead? What happens when both sides, the attackers and the defenders, have basically automated their entire game? Well, that's when we enter a whole new phase, the future of AI versus AI. For pretty much all of modern history, the battlefield was simple. It was humans versus humans. You had smart defenders trying to outsmart even smarter attackers. A real cat and mouse game. Right now, today, we're in a new phase. It's humans plus AI. On both sides of the fence, people are being augmented by these incredible tools. Humans are still calling the shots, but they're using AI to get faster, better, and more effective. But you can see where this is headed, right? The trajectory is crystal clear. Very soon, the battlefield is going to be dominated by autonomous AI agents. We're talking about a non-stop, machine-speed war fought between attacker AI and defender AI, and it'll all be happening at a speed that our human brains literally cannot comprehend. Okay, that sounds pretty intimidating. I get it. And it raises a huge question. In a world of super-intelligent machines fighting each other, are we humans just obsolete? And the answer is a resounding no. Absolutely not. See, for all its power, AI has some major blind spots. It's terrible at understanding business context or really complex logic. It has zero human creativity for solving a problem in a way no one's thought of before. It can't make those big picture, strategic decisions about risk. And, maybe most importantly, an AI can't set ethical boundaries. That's still our job. It has to be. So let's wrap this all up. The AI arms race isn't coming, it's already here. And the central question is no longer if you should embrace AI and security. The real question is whether you'll adopt it before your adversaries use it against you. Because make no mistake, they are definitely coming. And the future of our digital world kind of depends on who gets there first.